Hi everyone, welcome to the Ipsos speech at Cannes 2025. We are here just ahead of a panel discussion that we're going to be running around the topic of nation brands. A really fascinating discussion and one that is very pertinent in the current day and age with national identity and nation brands going through somewhat of a challenging time. What we're going to be talking about is the strength that still tying your brand masts to those of the nation can still bring to brand growth and to the cultural impact and immersion of the brand. I'm delighted to be joined by Tony Costella.
Hi, good to be here, Greg.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see you, Tony.
The beer industry is actually very, very local. And so while most people think of Heineken and the Heineken brand, which is truly international, the vast majority of our brands are really baked into local culture.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for me, when I buy a beer in a pub, it says something about me that the provenance of the beer is sort of a reflection of where I want to be at that time. I'll drink a German beer depending on the mood. I used to live in Japan. I'll drink a Asahi depending on the mood. I'll drink a San Miguel. I'll drink a Desperados depending on kind of where I want to be. It allows you to travel almost because they've really cemented those national cultures and
Absolutely.
identities as part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the beauty. I think the way our memory structures work, taste, smell, experiences can absolutely take you on a journey without physically moving, and that's the beauty of some of our beer brands. We have Desperados with a Latin vibe, can get the party going, even if you're sitting in a cold, dark bar in Amsterdam. If you want to feel that Latin vibe, drink a Desperado.
I thought you were going to say Manchester, not Amsterdam, but either way, I think the same applies. But it's true, you really can project where you want to go, and I think that's where branding and marketing has been so successful in the beer industry, where the product is similar to some degree, and yet you've got these absolutely distinct brands in each case, which allow you to travel, allow your mind to wander, and it allows you, to project yourself into different corners of the world.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's important. Yes, beer and especially lagers have a fairly common base, but how do you make sure that you have a product that brings that out for people, and you have a packaging, advertising that all hangs together and is congruous and consistent, so you have a brand that really speaks to people?
Absolutely. We're going to be showing a couple of adverts later, aren't we, where we're going to be comparing and contrasting your treatment of Amstel with your treatment of Desperados. And for the same product, they are just so wildly different. I mean, Desperados obviously is somewhat of an evolved beer, but it's ostensibly the same product, treated so differently and given so much identity and character.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you say, it takes consumers not just to a different place mentally, different place in their head geographically, but also mentally a vibe is different. And obviously we talk about vibes specifically with Desperado, but there's a vibe with Amstel as well. It's about friendship. It's about being close with your buddies. It's a different vibe and a different beer that creates that moment for you.
There certainly is. If anyone's not seen the Jeff Bridges advert, I would we'll have to tag it to this video, I think, Tony, because it's a work of genius, I think.
Yeah,